Here is a question that might make you pause. What if the voice you trusted most is the one holding you back? We talk a lot about trusting ourselves, following our gut, believing in ourselves, trusting our instincts. But what if our instincts are outdated? What if our gut is reacting to fear, not truth? What if self-trust becomes a trap? Today, we're talking about the self-trust trap and how to avoid mistaking comfort for clarity. Let's get started. Welcome to the Catalyst Podcast. I'm your host, Jason, and you can catch us on all of your favorite platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. You can also listen to our episodes on Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Podbean, our host. Let this podcast be the spark that fuels your journey to a more fulfilling life, because together we can explore new ideas and unlock all of our potential. We want to hear from you folks. If you're interested in becoming a guest or contributor, reach out to us at catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. That's catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. Join the Catalyst community today and be part of something that we hope is truly transformative. Welcome to episode 112, Avoid the Self-Trust Trap, when confidence becomes a cage. So let me tell you about the time I almost didn't apply for a job I really wanted. Why? Because my inner voice said, "You're not ready. You're not qualified. You'll probably embarrass yourself." And I believed it because it sounded like me. It was me. But here's the thing. That voice wasn't wise. It was scared. It wasn't protecting me. It was limiting me. And that's when I remember this quote from Epictetus. It's impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Boom! That's the trap. When we trust ourselves so much that we stop questioning ourselves. In the realm of cognitive science, it's been established that our brains are hardwired for something known as confirmation bias. Basically, what that means is we have a natural tendency to gravitate towards information that aligns with our pre-existing beliefs while conveniently overlooking any evidence that contradicts them. Imagine you hold the belief that you're not good enough, right? You're not good enough. Your brain will actively seek out situations and data that confirm this negative assessment. Similarly, if you're convinced that you're always right, you'll find ample proof to bolster this perception or raise it, potentially ignoring any fact that might suggest otherwise. A compelling study from Stanford University sheds light on this phenomenon, revealing that individuals are even more likely to cling to false beliefs when faced with evidence that challenges their views. Underlying reasons for their stubbornness is quite simple. Our egos are uncomfortable with the notion of being wrong. Admitting mistakes or accepting a different perspective requires humility and openness, traces that often overshadowed by the desire to maintain a constant or a consistent self-image. I catch myself doing this all the time, folks. I catch myself doing this all the time. There'll be times where I'm sitting and I'm happy and positive, and then all of a sudden my brain will start looking for something negative. And that awareness of seeing my brain doing that awareness is such a powerful thing. You know, it's something that's like, hey, why am I doing this? Because again, our ego wants to keep us in a certain place. And I've seen this happen a lot, especially in the last couple of days. Well, I'll be on the beach and I'll be doing my walks, and there's been a couple of challenges that have been coming up in my life. So I've really been trying to refocus my way of thinking, and I'll be in the moment of enjoying the sun coming up and there'll be small little fish in the shore of the water, and the big fish will be coming and jumping, and I'll just be in that moment, and I'll hear in the back of my head this voice trying to bring up something negative. It's just unbelievable how it happens. I'll just stand there in amazement, like, this came out of nowhere. Why? Because it's your ego fighting to be relevant. So what it comes down to is this. It's important to recognize that sometimes when we say we trust ourselves, what we're actually doing is trusting our biases rather than our true brilliance. The key to overcoming this is ingrained in the bias lies in cultivating self-awareness and being open to new information, even if it contradicts our initial assumptions. By doing so, we can break free from the constraints of confirmation bias and make a more balanced and informed decision. Let's be honest. How many times have you said, "I knew it," after ignoring good advice, or trusted your gut and ended texting your ex at like 2 a.m., right? Self-trust is great until it becomes self-delusion in a hoodie. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know anything about the subject." Let me read that again for those people in the cheap seats. The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know anything about the subject. And that includes your own opinion, especially if it's based on fear, ego, or outdated stories. Seneca said the first step towards wisdom is knowing you are not wise. So maybe the bravest thing isn't trusting yourself blindly. Maybe it's questioning yourself kindly. Let me say this. You are not defined by your thoughts. Rather, you are a thinker of those thoughts. It's essential to recognize that the person crafting those thoughts is not infallible. There are moments when the thinker within us feels exhausted, anxious, or simply misguided. Understanding that our thoughts do not always align with reality is crucial. This recognition does not imply that you're flawed or broken. Instead, it's a testament to your humanity. Being a human encompasses a spectrum of emotions and experiences, including doubt and uncertainty. Acknowledge that it's okay to have moments of vulnerability. And it is okay to have moments of vulnerability. Just as a painter steps back from his canvas to gain perspective, we too must occasionally step back from our thoughts to see the bigger picture. This perspective allows us to navigate the complexities of our mind with compassion and understanding. Humanity is beautiful in its imperfection. Each thought, whether uplifting or challenging, contributes to the rich tapestry of our lives. Embrace your role as the thinker, knowing that your capacity to question and reflect is a powerful tool in your personal growth. Celebrate your ability to learn and evolve, for this is where true strength lies. Remember, you are more than your thoughts. You are a dynamic, thinking being capable of growth and change. Accepting this can lead to a more profound connection with yourself and the world around you. So, let's put this into practice. Here's your reflection for today. It's called the inner cross-examination. The next time you hear that inner voice telling you what to do or not to do, try this. Number 1, pause. Don't react right away. The Italian side of me always wants to jump into it, but learning to pause has helped me greatly. My hair trigger has practically disappeared. Pause. Don't react right away. Number 2, ask this question. Is this voice coming from fear, ego, or wisdom? Is it coming from fear? Is it coming from ego? Or is it coming from wisdom? Ask the question. Number 3, challenge it. What evidence do I have that this is even true? Challenge it. Face it. Next thing, consult. Ask a trusted friend or mentor for their perspective on it. Ask for a little help, just like wah wah wubsy. Finally, decide. Decide not from fear, but from clarity. Self-trust is powerful, but self-inquiry, that right there, my friends, is where the real growth happens. Remember, you don't have to silence your inner voice. You just have to listen with discernment. That's it for today, folks. If this episode resonates with you, please, please, please share it with someone who might need it. Please make sure to like, subscribe, not only to this podcast, but follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Lemonade, TikTok for more inspiration. We want to thank you so much, so very much for joining us for episode 112 of the Catalyst Motivation Podcast. We look forward to seeing you again for episode 113. Thank you so much for listening. Go be great.